strategies and classroom environment. Instructional strategies. Well, instructional strategies are different methods and tools that instructors use to teach their students. Types of instructional strategies. Some of the instructional strategies that I'll be covering in this lesson are cooperative learning, jigsaw, activity centers, compare and contrast, concept mapping, KWL. An instructional strategy where teachers divide students into a jigsaw group. The teacher appoints a student to be the leader, and lesson is divided into 5 or 6 segments. Each student is assigned a segment and need to become acquainted with it. Students present the segment. It's a fun, and they're also going to learn about the lesson. Another instructional strategy is KWT. It stands for Know, Want, Learn. It's an instructional strategy where students recall what they already know about the concept, then what they want to know, and last what has been learned. Activity centers. An area that is set up in the classroom where students are given an amount of time to work on an assignment or an activity. Activity centers work for any grade level. They are more commonly used in elementary, but like I mentioned, they can be used in any level depending on the lesson that you're going to teach. Instructional strategy is concept mapping. It is an instructional strategy that uses web diagrams to gather and share information. You select, you rank, you cluster, you arrange, you link, and add the proposition. I have provided a visual aid to understand what concept mapping looks like. Walks. This is another instructional strategy used. It's where students walk through the classroom, they work in small groups and participate. But also what the teacher does is, depending on the lesson, if they're going to talk about World War II, then the teacher goes and puts poster boards or just an assignment on the walls, and then students start walking around and getting clues and getting ideas about the concept. Another instructional strategy is graphic organizers. These are mostly used for students who are mainly visual learners. It facilitates learning and are used to illustrate a concept. Compare and contrast. Students find comparisons and differences. Incorporate instructional strategies in a classroom. Instructional strategies can be incorporated in a classroom through technology, through the activities that you give in class, through the lesson, through PowerPoint presentations. I've also provided some examples of visual aids. Visual aids help aid in communication, but it does not substitute it. Visual aids are perfect for elementary level. For example, the one that I provided is the morning schedule. It gives them the drawings of a backpack, the circle time, the math, etc. Aids can be used anywhere in a classroom setting, a business meeting, depending on your work environment. It enhances learning, and it's an aid in understanding a concept or a lesson. There's a lot of types of visual aids. For example, flashcard. It helps you with memory skills. You can do matching games, pictures, the image, seeing and understanding, graphs. They help you compare and contrast, illustrate. Drawings is an image, seeing and understanding. Flashcards are very good for elementary children. If you want to teach them the ABCs, you can go ahead and cut out big poster board cards and just make sure they're colorful and show them the letter and to show them what type of, for example, apple, show them an apple. So flashcards are really good for elementary level. Overall, there are many different types of instructional strategies. Visual aids, they make learning more effective. Like I mentioned, the teachers are always trying to use new concepts and new ideas to try to teach students any type of lesson. This way they can go ahead and, if they're visual learners or auditory learners, they can go ahead and try to grasp the concept.